Take a deep breath. It's going to be my advice from here on out. Take a deep breath. The holidays are coming for some people who participate in holidays. I participate in the changing of the world as my main interest and my main area of interest and participation. And so I'm going to put this picture on the screen. I'm going to scan it in a way I can see that the picture is on the screen. And it's just an interesting mandala-like image. It's from the Mayan calendar, and this is the Mayan calendar reading. And so the description under this picture is activated DNA. And the artist is Aurelian Pumayana Flore at pumayana.com, in case you want to look Aurelian up, which could be a him, her. I don't know. Today is the 21st of December. My wife refers to this day as the return of the light day. And some people refer to it as the solstice, which occurred at 1:20 a.m. PTSD time, which is what we on the west coast of the United States refer to our time zone. It's PTSD time. Not all of us refer to it like that. But today has to do with the root chakra. And my goodness, have I ever been feeling the activation of my root chakra. I just feel like my whole pelvic structure is just crumbling in a way, but in a really good way. It feels unstable, but it feels like it's free now to change, which is a very good thing, to feel free to change. So it's a root chakra day. The Blue Spectral Hand is guided by accomplishment. And of the 13 tones, spectral is the 11th tone, a special number for me and for my daughter, maybe daughters. But the spectral tone, I just love when I haven't read this and I just am reading it as part of the Mayan calendar reading, to just look down and just see these words: dissolve, release, and liberation. One of my favorite words, liberation. 11 represents the dynamic dissonance, accounting for randomness and non-stability. And that comes out of a book, I think, called The Mayan Factor. But I'm going to put a plug right now in for my own video that was the tarot card reading from this morning that turned out to be a healing field for myself. And probably for anybody who watches it, they're probably going to feel like, oh man, something just shifted. Hopefully all these videos will end up being healing fields. Tone 11 represents the power of creative dissolution and dissonant structures. Things are breaking down. They're just breaking down. It's okay if you don't believe they're breaking down. I feel them breaking down. I feel we're breaking through. We're coming out of a world that was very dysfunctional for very long. I'm just going to say 13,000 years. It was very dysfunctional. And we're coming into a world that is being set up to be extremely functional for the next 13,000 years. And if you don't get to be here, because the whole thing, the whole old world is that's a 28-year cycle between the worlds. So the 13,000-year dysfunctional world ended on March 23rd of 1997. That world just ended. A cleansing period of time of 28 years was set into motion by the new soul of the earth, Abrahamanad, who set this cleansing into motion and has continued to raise the vibration of the earth up for 3 more months. It'll be 28 years of raising this vibration. There were 7 years of physical cleansing from 1997 to 2004, 7 years of mental cleansing from 2004 to 2011, 7 years of emotional cleansing from 2011 to 2018, and almost 7 years of spiritual cleansing from 2018 to March 24th of 2025, which is 3 months and 3 days from now is the completion of a 13,000-year cycle and a 28-year cycle of cleansing between cycles, and the initiation of the next 13,000-year cycle. Brings me joy. That's all I can say. I have been a part of all of this. I've been a part of the ending of the old cycle. I've been a part of bringing in the new soul of the earth. I've been a part of going through the changes and helping people through the changes leading up to the new world, beginning, some say March 24th, some say March 25th. In my calculations of the Mayan calendar, it completes and begins on the 24th. So the first full day of the new world is the 25th. So that makes sense, the 25th of 2025. And the calendar arose out of a galactic consciousness. And I'm becoming more and more a part of that galactic consciousness. The more I just let go of my attachment to this world, the more I'm aware of the other world that's coming into place. Tone 11 represents the power of creative dissolution and dissonant structure. What can appear as destruction or chaos may actually be the necessary forces of liberation, evoking a release from rigid structure and format. Be still my heart. This brings me such joy. As we release that which no longer serves, and if you want a good healing discussion on that, watch the healing video with Arlen from yesterday, December 20th, on this channel, and he just talks about that. So interesting. Setting us free from expectations or definite notions of what's going to be happening next. Spectral energy breaks us out of routine, releasing us into the spectrum of possibility. like a prism refracting white light, revealing its full spectrum of colors. Tone 11 provokes us to see aspects of our wholeness that may be yet undiscovered. Are aspects of wholeness that have been as yet undiscovered, guiding us to dissolve fixed concepts, fears, or habitual patterns that weigh us down. Spectral power declares, I invite breakthrough. I dissolve identity. I unsolidify. I release old models for new models. I wield dissonance as a force of liberation. I redeem chaos as untamed order. I shed. I free limiting beliefs and constructs. I would suggest you speak along with this later if you watch it again, that you say these words. I release, I unsolidify. I release old models for new models. I wield dissonance as a force of liberation. I redeem chaos as untamed order. I shed. I free limiting beliefs and constructs, all of them. All beliefs are limiting beliefs and constructs. No box, no separation, no boundaries, uncontained, free form, receptive to the prismatic range of possibility. Spectral advises, let go. Let yourself be absorbed by life itself. Be flexible in yielding to the formless flow. Allow your focus to cover a vast range. Dissolve feelings of constrictions. Welcome spontaneity, seeming disruptions, and unexpected detours. Release allegiance to limitations, reliance upon format, or fixation upon control. Undo, break down, mix it up. Allow energy to travel as it needs. Disperse into formless existence. In the chaos it creates, dissonance can shake up static energy and allow transformation to occur if one can stay fluid when encountering its energy. Jonathan Goldman, Shifting Frequencies. So what we have here is a Blue Hand Day, Blue Spectral Hand Day. And the blue hand, the blue is about the West. It's about transformation. It's about the heart chakra. And it's about knowing, accomplishing, and healing. And from the book, The Mayan Factor, through skill, all things are transformed. Blue hand embodies the power of creativity and mastery. Completion and attainment are the work of hands. To bridge, to mend, to support, to lend. The great civilizations of humanity could never have been built if not for our hands. And maybe some alien spacecraft. Who knows? It doesn't say that, but it's the times. There's drones above New Jersey. What could that mean? And I'll tell you just one quick story and go back to this. So, I have a friend. I have more than one, but I have a friend named Monty who lives in Michigan. And there's some stories, I won't tell them all, but we've had quite a history. He was in his 20s when we met, and now he's heading towards 70s, so 50 years. Something like that. Anyway, Monty is a gray-haired guy, but kind of has had curly hair, and I think it's more wavy hair now, but he's a little taller than me. We're both kind of thin. And I never really noticed we looked much alike. But Monty made up a graphic for the UAPs, formerly called UFOs, that are supposedly arriving. And he made a graphic up on his computer. He's really a computer wizard. He made up a graphic of him, and so he had AI probably, put together an image of him holding up a golden orb in the air to the spacecraft that was hanging out over his, as an offering to the new neighbors. Information he gave me. The only thing was that the image of him turned out to look almost identical to me. And there's a story behind the story behind the story. But anyway, so I have offered homage to the UABs. I don't know what that stands for. Unidentified or united aerial beings, alternative beings, slightly shaped different beings, beings with better spacecrafts, possibly. We don't know, because we don't know what kind of spacecrafts we have. And I guess, there's so many. This is a little bit off the track, but so am I. There are so many, those drones. I mean, Monty has had a couple drones, probably still has one of them. One of them flew into a tree, and he had to get another one. But he takes pictures from up above, oversight, Anyway, makes some really cool videos. But anyway, there are so many drones. And I've seen Monty's. I've had a few buzz around when I've been, playing frisbee golf or something. And, people are out there flying drones where they're allowed to fly them, and even sometimes where they're not allowed to fly them. And then some people are, doing monster trucks, remote control monster trucks. People will do anything. Okay, off subject. Let's get back on it. While achievement is a common proof of accomplishment, we're reminded that the process of actualizing is equally relevant. Genuine accomplishment carries an inherent force of healing. Engaged in our activities, we are infused with purpose. We are fulfilling the moment. We are communing through process. When we bring peace to all that we do, deep self, everything becomes an act of healing. When we bring peace, the peace of the deep self, to all that we do, everything becomes an act of healing. Engaged in our activities, we are infused with purpose, we are fulfilling the moment, we are communing through process. Let us express our artistry, craft, and skills as the means to uplift ourselves, our community, and our environment. As we acknowledge our personal need for healing, may we also sensitize to the universal need for healing. While healing begins with an acceptance of what is, as it is, we may also set out to accomplish transformations that open the next level of our lives. From this attitude of non-resistance, we can take steps to help relieve the suffering of ourselves and others. Our physical hands are tools of knowing. Hands sense. Hands heal. As extension of our innate being, our hands both receive and transmit energy and speak a universal language. Blue Hand encourages us to acknowledge our hands and the power of touch. 1,000,000 worlds of separation vanish in one embrace. From the alchemical principle, it quotes, Man is a microcosm containing all knowledge of the macrocosm. Interesting and enjoyable words. And the last thing I want to mention, in case I have relations arriving today around noon, so I do want to mention for all of you that watch these videos that tomorrow is Sunday, December 22nd, and it's related to the third eye. It's a yellow crystal star, which is guided by universal fire, and it's a galactic activation portal day. So your DNA can end up looking like that. Galactically activated DNA. Without necessarily the use of drugs. Just shifting consciousness, opening up other chemicals, opening up to the higher realms produces chemicals that help you relate better to the higher realms. With that, may you have a wonderful return to the light day or winter solstice, and may your dreams be merry and bright, and may all your dreams be right or left. But may you actualize the ones that are in keeping with the one. All right, that's it. Have a lovely day today, and namaste.